What is operator wages, $10,000?
Wages. Because they both work in water and sewer. And then she split it up between the water and sewer.
Yeah, 2 guys, and then take some of that, cemetery for coming out.
Ooh, I apologize for being late, but I'm sure it was city business.
Okay, buddy. What did I do now?
Let me know.
I just wondered, so you had a phone call, I didn't see that.
Just continue on.
Well, we really haven't discussed it yet, but,
I don't see any place where I can cut anything. I have been trying to get insurance premiums for next year. I should know by, I hope by September meeting, what they're offering and how much the premiums are going to be. If they're too high and the board thinks they can't afford it, they may have to go to a higher deductible. What they have now is a $600 deductible, and they have plans that go $1,000, $2,000 deductible, or the board might want to say going to pay something on it. But really, truthfully, you got a catastrophic illness, $2,000 is pretty much going to be out of your own pocket. If you've got an illness that costs $500,000. Right. And the way I look at it right now, the 2 guys we have, we don't want to go to the doctor very much. Whether they even satisfied with $600 deductible, I don't know. But I should have more on that, because they only put their premiums out at a certain time that they don't have a regular. Now, I went out to various insurance companies in the area, trying to find out if they give kids, but if we can get out of this Missouri consolidated and lock something in for the next year, they want to lock it in by the end, before the end of the year, well, then we still have to pay the premiums. Because we're locked in until the end of the year, it's not going to be done. And I don't want to save any money, you have to do that one time.
Didn't we, discuss this last year? Did we have discussions on this last year?
You probably did every year.
Probably have it every year. Probably have it every year.
Seems like they were, seemed like they were cheaper than others, if I remember right.
Well,
yeah.
I gave 2 insurance agents, I gave both of them, 2 different agencies, I gave them both the same thing they wanted. The date of birth, whether they were smokers or not, and what they got on the plan, what kind of plan they got now. And they're going to try to see if they can come close to what we got. So, and that's, because really, if the economy doesn't get any better, our revenues next year may not be as good as they are this year. Right?
Exactly.
But of course, the president, we're supposed to all have new jobs next year.
Do you believe that? Yeah, okay.
If we do, there'll be minimum wage, I guarantee you. Why?
Strike that from the record.
You on TV? Who you think that goes to?
I didn't say that. Just quoting what I heard.
Probably heard me say it.
No, I heard it on TV.
Okay, is there any more questions on this, or?
Well, I haven't heard any feedback yet. They were still looking it over, so.
Well, we can take it up again at the next meeting, and then have another meeting right at the end of the month, so that I have all the expenses. I don't want to mess
You're
up.
talking about the budget,
Yeah.
not the tax rate.
No.
The budget.
The
Yeah, just the
budget.
budget, yeah. The budget, yeah. And by then, I should have all the figures for the amended budget, and we'll do both the same night. We'll amend our budget for this year and enact one for next year. I was looking at the last Thursday, September, looks like, is it the 27th, Brenda? Yes. I think we need to keep that in mind, August 27th, September 27th.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure everything's done before October 1st.
Right. Okay.
And getting something about on your agenda, I want to clarify on there. I have on there, to close the water repair and paint replacement account. Mr. Rubenmeyer went over all of our, he's the head of the Farmers Home or the SBA at Farmers. He went over all of my financial reports for last year. And I guess I misunderstood it, that the replacement study says the debt service reserve was to start January 1st, 2011, which we did, $238 a month. The city is not required to fund a replacement and extension until the debt service reserve is fully funded, and that's in 10 years. So I had already started it. So he suggested to me on the telephone that we transfer that money back to the water fund and close out that account. I thought they were supposed to both start at that time, but they're not supposed to. And I have an email here from his office. But we have the Charlotte Asset Reserve. That one we're doing, that's the one we put $917 in every month.
Right.
That will continue as far as we have to loan.
Right.
238 on replacement and extension. I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So we have in that account, we have 4,000 some odd dollars. That's the one thing I'm asking you to authorize in
Can we put that in the CD?
No, we should put it back in our operating funds.
The reason I'm asking is because sooner or later, that tower out there that we got to stand by, it's gonna have to be painted. It's gonna have to be
Well, the board can.
taken down.
Yeah, the
The,
board.
And I'd like to put it
CD,
in.
this ought to be in an AM checking account than a CD, because it don't pay nothing anyhow.
Well, I don't know, I'm just saying, I'd rather keep that money, if we're gonna transfer it back into water fund, I'd like to have some money set aside for that, because it's coming up. We got another inspection on it coming up here pretty soon, next year or so. And I wanna make sure I got money set aside, so we ain't putting out all the money at once.
This maintenance and operating money we got is supposed to take care of that stuff.
Well, here.
And if it don't, we're in trouble.
Well, maybe this Charlotte Asset Reserve, that being maybe what is for that, let's check that before we do that.
Right.
I can call and ask him,
Are you supposed to
We're done.
repaint it every 2 years, or
pay him or check it,
you said painting, right?
painting.
Yeah, it
Oh,
may-
no,
The
it's
last
not.
time it's been painted was when it was, the extension was put on.
Yeah, that's been a few years back.
Oh, you're talking about the old one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just don't want to put the city in the barn and have to have it done, and we have to put all the money out at
Well,
once.
let me ask you a question. If it goes back to the water fund, if it's in the CD, are you saying we're gonna waste it, we put it in the water fund? If he that we put in the CD, that we'll waste it if we put it in the water fund? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that, because well, I don't know, because we got this coronation coming up and everything else that we.
And if it takes it, it takes it. We would have, if we don't have enough money, we will have to do what has to be done to have it. And that money that was put in that account was out of the water fund, right?
Came out of order.
So it goes back to where it come from, because it wasn't supposed to be took out. If you want to put it back, and later if you want to get a CD and have the money do it, you're welcome to it.
I'm not saying that, I'm saying that we should be setting some money aside to do this, because it's gonna be even done.
Well, I
But,
think,
excuse me, but I'm saying that this new tax rate, this new tax system we got, and this rate that we're charging for water now, is supposed to generate enough money to maintain that tower and everything else. That's why we got these rates for it. Now, if it don't, then you know what the problem is.
but I think so, Dennis.
No, you're right to talk, and I've got a right to talk.
I think
I'm
Dennis-
just saying.
But is that not true, that our water rate is supposed to, all that's supposed to be taken into consideration?
Yeah.
And we took
That
that
is
money
right.
out of the water fund and put in there.
True, for maintenance and operation, that is true, okay? But I'm telling you that And it is enough to cover the regular normal maintenance. But this is once every 5, 10 years or whatever that you're gonna do stuff like this.
But
It's
that's
not an
a
every year thing.
consideration and maintenance. Well, our maintenance is set up for the next 20 years.
I think this start with asset reserve, Dennis, I think that money we put in there, that's supposed to be for that stuff, but I'm
Okay.
gonna check.
All right.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking. I don't wanna come down to the last minute and tell you guys that the tower, or be mandated to coat that tower and come to find out we gotta put all the money out at once. And that's all I'm asking, is just to look into it and see what we got.
Yeah, I will do that.
That's what maintenance funds for.
I think ahead, that's all.
And the amount of the loan is gonna be revolve 15 at 1% interest, and it's gonna be $15,150. So you'll know ahead of time how much that is. And we had a loan only for a year, so it's time, and we have the money, so
Okay.
we'll make sure you understand that.
Hmm. Yeah.
There's some things on
You got
there.
any comments on the budget or anything else, or tax thing? We need to start working on something if we're gonna discuss anything.
On the second page where it says, office supplies, street lighting, is it 5, 3, and 6,000, or is there supposed to be something in front? I got little marks, I can't tell if it is not printed.
Oh, yeah, mine's like that too. Let me look under the street, because the street's the same. We take care of the street, whatever, but I think it's 3,600, I'm sorry. And then on the office supplies, it is $5,000. You think that's a lot of money, but if you see what we have to pay for election,
And the street lighting
huh,
is 3,000?
3,000 on the, yeah, street.
5,600.
Auditing expense is 3,000, 36,000.
3,600 for
There's-
auditing. I have $6,000 in there.
Okay.
I do not know what the audit is going to cost. I have no idea. We don't have the bids, we're opening it tonight, so see, I can go back and, that's one of the things I have to go back and tweak.
So
There's a
office,
lot of things that we have to go back and change.
office supplies is 15, the next one's 3, and the next one's 6.
No, I think office supplies is
It's
5,000.
5,000, not 15.
5,000. I don't know how that happened, I couldn't look at it. It's $5,000.
You might have been running low on time.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, it looks like it on it. Yeah, but it's $5,000.
Any other comments or suggestions? Okay, let's move on to the tax rate.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see, it hasn't really gone up that much from last year. Just a small minute of a percentage, a whole percentage point. This last year was 90.9509, and this year will be 0.9807.
What about the multiplier? But how much does it translate to dollars extra last year that was collected versus this year?
What did you say, Frank? I'm sorry.
He says you don't have a multiplier, so we don't.
No, I'm saying the amount.
How much more different?
Yeah, how much more money are we collecting this year than last year?
I think it's a little over $1,000, but then you get it here for you.
On the Missouri Municipal League website, in most cities, they have the poverty rate for St. Mary. And it's from 2009, which is kind of old, but I just found it alarming how much higher in St. Mary versus in Missouri. Some of those graphs didn't come out very well. Yes, it's not in color. But it's real tiny. But, the statement I'm hearing from a lot of people is the water rates are so expensive they can't afford to live here anymore. And it'd be nice if we could adjust the tax increase a little lower, just to give some relief. If we're only getting $1,000 more, then to collect what we did last year instead of raising it up, I think would help the poverty rate in St. Mary.
You don't think our expenses went up $1,000 from last year to next year? You don't think our expenses in this city will be $1,000 more next year for the same thing, same services that we got this year? You don't think it'll be that much higher? So when you say it start going in the red, so what you're saying, cut 1,000, and then go start going in the red.
And I'm saying to get the people a break and find ways to save money, cut costs, lower overhead, and
Let me
operate.
ask you a question, Frank. If we cut the rates, you still aren't going to get what the water brings in to take care of the water. So if we give everybody $3,000 off on the taxes, that don't change the water rate. They pay the rate according to the water used.
I'm talking
And
about,
it's got to support its own self. So we can't lower the water rate.
I'm not
until I
talking
take that.
about
Yeah, you
the
are.
water rates being lowered, I'm talking about the taxes. Instead of keeping them at the ceiling as
Well,
much as we
let me
can
ask
get.
you, $1,000 increase. Wow, how many residents we got? 360? That's about $3, $3.50 a piece. That don't mean nothing to the individual. But that $1,000 means a lot to the city. But now tell them the truth when you're telling people. If we cut it 1,000, we're going to save you about $3.50. But we cut $1,000 out of something that the city needs to pay the street lights or main potholes or maintain what we were, the level we were doing last year. It's only, you know, you're talking pennies to an individual, but 1,000 means a little bit to the city. We might be able to patch one pothole. We might be able to fix one ditch. But the $3.50 or so you're saving these individuals don't mean that much. So if we cut the rates, $1,000 means a little bit to the city. We might be able to patch one pothole. We might be able to fix one ditch. But the $3.50 or so you're saving these individuals don't mean that much. So if we cut the rates, $1,000 means a little bit to the city. We might be able to patch one pothole. We might be able to fix one ditch. But the $3.50 or so you're saving these individuals don't mean that much. Now, you disagree with that?
I don't agree with it. I think if we set the mantra that we're lowering taxes, we want to attract people to move to St. Albans.
If you want to fool the people, you're right, I can tell all kinds of lies. But the fact is, the rate that you're hollering, the devil won't mean one difference to a property owner. I won't even notice it on my property tax. I won't even notice it. It'd be so minute. And the possibility that one of my cars and things got old enough that my taxes will still be the same next year. Because it's based on different things. Now my property is being downgraded from the publicity we get in this town, not what happens in this town. It's the publicity we get from this town. Our property value went down. And it went down for the things that you read and see and hear in this town, not because of things that actually happen. But now $3.50 don't mean nothing to a person sitting here. But $1,000 in this city on the budget we operate on means quite a bit. Now, if the rest of the board agrees with you, then vote that way. But I'm just giving my opinion. Everybody else on the board has the right to agree or disagree. All right. I don't know more to say.
Well, nobody wants the tax rates to go up.
No, nobody wants to pay taxes. They just benefit you get from it. Nobody wants to pay taxes.
It looks like it's $37.79 more. I re-added it. $37.79. See, it's only a percentage of a tenth of a percent is what it is.
Right.
It's not a whole 10%, it's only on 1,000. It's not, I can take $50,000 home for assessment and multiply it by 2, you probably don't even have $1 increase.
Didn't come out good in
See, I didn't have the comparison of what it was and what it is to know the difference.
You still think we should change the rate?
It's only $36. I don't see it.
See, our self-valuation went down, that's why, thing went up. The personal property went down this past year. As far as us being at the poverty level, I can remember when we did our water system about 20 years ago, we were in poverty level then already.
Yeah.
That's how we've always been able to get community open block grants, because we have over 50% of our residents are in poverty level.
If we didn't have poverty, then we wouldn't be able to get on anything. That's what they based it on. Your grants, you think?
Yeah, for some of the grants, you have to be on income.
Yep. Brenda, did you have any?
Nope, I'm good.
Anything on the agenda you want to talk about that you wasn't aware of, or anybody got any questions?
Are we going to have a closed session?
What's your policy? You already knew what your policy was on
That's
that.
just a reaffirm.
Yep.
They would letter sent to the Attorney General saying that I don't allow him, but I have allowed other people, to my knowledge, I have never, now it might have happened, but I might allow anybody to plug any kind of electronic device, private, personal, into our electric grid. And I could never.
I used to plug a video camera right
He
here.
ain't plugged it in nowhere, he ain't gonna do it.
I said, I used to plug in the
Not when I was mayor.
VSU, yes,
No, not when I come back this time, he did not.
absolutely.
I put a stop to it, it's never been done since. We do not, and are not, required to furnish electric for any outside use. If that was a city camera being used for city business, yes, sir, it would be plugged in. You cannot plug your tape recorder in, because that is yours. You may be an alderman, but that's yours, it's used for your private use. You cannot plug that into our electric. Only people can use video and stuff and use our electric is for strictly, or if we got somebody working on the building, they can plug into our electric because that's part of your contract. We furnish electric. But that is a private camera. The film in it is for sale or donation, sorry. But I don't care who it is, you cannot plug yours in because that is not a city recorder. We're not here to furnish electric to outside people, we're here to furnish for the city. And the people of this citizen don't furnish electric to individual use. Now that's been my policy ever since I walked over and unplugged that, and it's still my policy, and we're going to reaffirm it or turn it down tonight.
This policy is in writing.
Well, it's my policy. I put it in writing.
Where is it written anywhere that you can dictate policy?
The board agreed with me when I done it.
There was a vote on it?
I don't know, but
Was
it
it on
is.
the agenda?
There will be nobody plugging in there. Now, if you think you can, just jump up and try it. We'll see how strong my policy is. I know it's on the agenda. And then what we affirm will be written, and it's going to be voted on tonight.
What about city computer being used for computer solitaire on our tax dollars?
I don't know that.
You
I
saw on the news.
don't touch that computer. I don't
I'm
know
talking
that.
about in the sewer plant.
I don't know that. I don't use a computer in there.
Well, again, that's using tax dollars, and it's not city business.
I don't know what goes on all computers. I know what's here when I know you cannot say one word in work session. Put your hand down.
Oh, no, I'm holding that tripod.
I'm sorry, I just had your hand down. I don't know, I cannot tell you what everybody does. I wish I could. But I do know what's going to happen in a meeting where I'm at. I know what the policy is. Do you think the city should pay for him to film that meeting, to go out and tell it to people?
He's not.
Do you believe that?
He's not selling it to people.
Well, $4 donation ain't selling. You're right. He's not selling. He's taking donations.
It's St. Genevieve Community Access Television is the one that's, if someone wants
Nobody
a
in
copy
St. Mary's
of it.
get that.
Pardon me?
We don't get that here in St. Mary's.
You can get it on the internet.
Everybody don't have internet. It's not a city function. I could care less if that ever comes out on the internet or don't. First place, I wish there wasn't none of it, and maybe people will come to the meetings and see what goes on in these meetings. And see how people vote and don't vote, and why the reasons are for not voting. I wish that everybody in this city would come to a meeting and see what goes on with this board. Everybody don't have computers. I'm computer illiterate. I wouldn't even know how to pull it up. I say probably Dennis might. I'm pretty sure Clyde's like me. He wouldn't know how. Brenda might. If I didn't have a business and my daughter, I probably didn't have a computer.
You would be able to move for the sewer plant, just for your information.
I don't care if you have a business for a computer there. I don't have no problem with it.
That's what I was going to move, so.
Delete the games off of it then.
Have you ever seen anybody sitting in there playing games?
It was on the news.
Never on the news. That the news come out on the news, then I went in the bathroom and hid. And I wasn't even nowhere near my bathroom. So I don't necessarily know that what says on the news is true. They filmed me walking in my garage, and I went into my office and sat down, and they said I went and locked myself in the bathroom. There ain't nobody can make me run nowhere to go anywhere that I don't want to go. But the news put it on there that I went and locked myself in the bathroom. And they was within 50 yards of my bathroom. So don't tell me about the news.
Okay, enough about that, I guess. Anything else on the agenda anybody like to talk about?
Well, I have something I will talk about. I'll just tell you. You know that census thing, you try to get the count for a certain tract, the tract that had Mary Cliff Manor in it, we tried to get the figures revised, because they showed in that one tract 16 people. Well, we know that there's over 60 people at Mary Cliff alone. So I filled out all the paperwork and I sent it in. And I got it back. And I'm going to tell you, it's very disappointing. They picked up one household and 2 people. So we now have 18. The count, our population count went up by 2 people. So I called them to state my displeasure. And they said they can only count the places that they had a response on. And I was told by management at Herncliffe that they had a visitor that came to their place, one of the enumerators. And they took the count the way they were supposed to do, but it was not included, evidently it was not turned in by the person who did the count in St. Mary. And they can't go back now and do it, so we lost our population count, we lost. And so here again, I worked on the census many years ago, and there's absolutely no excuse for anybody missing an establishment that big in our city that's been here over 100 years, that building. And then they told me that they picked local people to do the count. They try to get local people that work here. And if local people lived here and they couldn't find an address, I'm sure that they could have asked, or if they were local people, they should know. I told them I think the census is the biggest waste of money the government has. If they make that big mistake in a little town like this, what do they make in a big city? And our tax money that we get for highway tax is from the census count. When we go for a grant, it's based on population. So we lost all the way around. So they not only lost money for the federal government, they lost money for us.
There are at least 50 people off, probably. So 50 people out of 250 people is a hell of a percentage.
I think they have over 60 up there all the time. So that's 60.
So none of them were counted in the
No.
census?
Now, when I asked, I said, well, what do you kind of count do you have for that? Well, that's privacy. You cannot tell us.
I'm not sure we should have sent a letter to some of our representatives and things that tell them what happened and why we're losing money, and they ain't gonna nobody do nothing about it.
Well, I think we should.
Outside, whatever you're saying.
I would honestly think that our elected officials in UC should know that the census, to me, is ridiculous.
I think you should type a
The
letter.
lieutenant
Basically,
governors
what we
want
just
over
said
the
here.
veterans,
Yeah.
and they are veterans, so
You know,
that would be the right.
And here they are, they're not even counted. And like I told her, how could anybody that's doing the census of the few houses we have miss Herncliffe?
Well, may I ask who did that census that time?
Well, I don't know.
I know Andrew worked at the census, but I don't know if,
Well, let's don't mention any names, because we
Oh.
don't, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you should mention names, because you don't know who did that
I
section.
don't know who
They
did
might
that
have come
section.
in correct and you got,
I don't know who did that section.
Well, I gave them the address, I had to write all the addresses in that tract down. And,
of all them houses up, I got the same address. You
Well,
can't
no.
have an address.
each one, I mean, everybody in that tract, well, like,
Yeah.
it started out at Swin's house, you know, and it was everybody that was in that one tract. And I listed all their addresses. I mean,
I
if
don't
they
know
would,
how to happen.
yeah, I don't think it's terrible.
But that percentage of people for our population makes a big difference.
For us, it
And
does.
for us, it
Because
does.
when we do things, yeah.
That would be like leaving out several city blocks and saying, look, you know,
Yeah.
it's a percentage of what it is.
Well, everything, so much, everything that we do relies on the census. Like, we've been going by the 2004 census for, you know, ever. Now we're gonna have this new one, and that's gonna, we're
Well,
gonna be
there was
stuck
one-
with that.
There was one in 2010 too, there was one, I mean, there was one every 10 years, 2010 is the one we're going by. But
Yeah.
we went by 2009 before, didn't we? Every 10 years is census.
Yeah, something like that, but it was 2004, 2010, I don't know. But anyway, you know, now we're stuck with this new one, so.
Or for 10 years.
No, I remember they come and they interview you and ask you a series of questions, and I don't know how that would work in a veterans home. You go bed to bed and, you
Well,
know,
well,
that letter will be going out for long, so we'll send to the president, and then if they change hands, we'll put it in. So this is something that should be, it probably ain't gonna change things now, but it might get somebody riled up enough that it will get a little better the next time. But if it's not like some of the representatives we got here, they won't even acknowledge that you wrote them a letter.
Well, I'm going to send it to them. I'll send it to the people in Missouri and also the federal government because.
That interferes with everybody.
I
The
mean,
federal government would love to have a 100% perfect count. Same as every state and every city because you benefit from it.
Right.
So I don't know why they could allow it to sloppy work
well, I'm district.
and then won't correct it.
Well, that's the thing. They won't correct it. That's what's sad.
I bet you was in the right district, in the right place, and the percentage of St. Louis was cut out like that, or Kansas City, or Springfield, or Columbia, somebody would be doing this to get it corrected. But St. Mary's ain't gonna get it corrected, I'm sure.
Okay. Any other discussion on any other thing?
We'll be looking at
On
it.
the agenda, Joanne, we have item 1, and we have item 1.
Oh, I should be too. Yeah. Sorry.
So this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Number
have to change
6.
that. Okay, up here.
Are we going to have a closed session?
No, not that I know of, but we may.
No, we may not. I didn't know until. And I leave it open and I'm more to do so, because I never know what lawsuits I got going on right now. I may find out 30 minutes before the meeting, I gotta go into a closed session. And I'm gonna swear where I can.
That's right.
We got lawsuits going right now, and we're waiting on answers, and we gotta give answers, and if my lawyer calls me and says we need one in closed session tonight, I gotta be able to.
Yep.
Because I know what I hear if I go into a closed session and don't have it on there.
And it goes right along with the sunshine law, so we're good.
I don't know.
I didn't know
But you are definitely.
I went through the board training just yesterday. So, it's perfectly legal. Because this is not the real agenda until the board approves it. This is just a tentative agenda. So. Once we approve it, that becomes an agenda. There you go. Well, I think, if we got a public hearing, what, at 6:30? Mayor, I
We
would
got
suggest,
we got a work, and we got a tax here.
well, that's what I mean, it's a public hearing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd like to, suggest that the board take a break. Any objections?
Nope.
Mayor, do you have any objections to the board taking a break until 6:30?
No. You know? Well, if y'all do, I can.
Go ahead.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Alderman Dolby,
Here.
Alderman Pasu,
Here.
Alderman Franklin, here, Alderman, Gerard.
Here.
Approval of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda excluding the closed session.
Second.
Motion made.
Can we amend the numbering change?
We can
I second it.
Motion made, and the second agree to that change.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get over the shock there. Okay, approve of the, what was that, no percentage?
Tax.
Oh, yeah, we're on for a tax there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, what's the?
At the top.
I put that down for
That's right.
no, it's open now. If anybody got anything to say, last call. If anybody got anything to say, just like getting married up there, hold your peace. Okay, the carry closed back in the board meeting. 1 minute. That's what St. Gabriel was, 1 minute, wasn't it? Okay, need motion for the reading of, first and second reading of ordinance number 880.
Make a motion.
Second it.
First, second reading of ordinance number 880.
Well, we had to do it one time, but that's still, yeah, whatever.
I'll second
Got a
it.
second, motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 880, an ordinance ascertaining the amount of money necessary to raise the taxation for the general revenue purposes during the year 2012, fixing the unclear levy therefore.
Motion for a second reading,
I make a motion for a second reading of ordinance 880.
and second,
Second.
motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 880, an ordinance ascertaining the amount of money necessary to raise the taxation for the general revenue purposes during the year 2012, fixing the unclear levy therefore.
Motion to adopt,
Make a motion to adopt ordinance number 880.
Second.
motion made and seconded, roll call.
Alderman Bovet,
Aye.
Alderman Pasu,
Aye.
Alderman Franklin,
Aye.
Alderman Gerard.
Aye.
Okay, need a motion for first and second, well, first reading right now, of ordinance number 881. containing the meaning of 815. Okay, I know what it is.
Levy closed.
Building code, yes.
I make a motion to have the first reading of ordinance number 881 by title only.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 881, an ordinance amending ordinance number 816, 2006 building codes designating the authority shall take effect.
Motion for second reading,
I make a motion for a second reading of ordinance 881.
Second.
motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any questions? Okay, sorry, I should have asked that before. Yeah, we do.
Bill number 881, an ordinance amending ordinance number 816, 2006 building codes designating the authority shall take effect.
Motion to adopt.
Make a motion, go ahead.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance number 881.
I second it.
Motion made and seconded, roll call.
Alderman Gerard,
Aye.
Alderman Franklin,
Aye.
Alderman Bovet,
Aye.
Alderman Pasu,
Aye.
There's no other legitimate business we can have, so no.
Well, we still got the.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, well, I see them numbers out there.
got the numbers.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
We're only here to get out.
This ain't my way, I'm telling you. Board authorizing the city clerk to pay, anybody got a motion on that? We hold it, we gotta pay it.
I'd like to make a motion that the city clerk pays off the loan to the Secretary of Treasury.
I second it.
Motion made, second, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number, which would be 4, board authorized clerk to close the order. Representative count, what is that, REP? Repair and
Repair and
replace,
replacement,
okay.
yeah.
Account transfer to the water fund.
I make a motion that we close the water repair and replacement account and transfer enough funds to the water fund.
Second.
Motion made, second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 5, vote to reaffirm the mayor's policy on electric use at the hall. We will explain it, I'll explain it, and then I'd like to have a motion to adopt it. The whole body, except for city business owners, is allowed to use the electric utilities or anywhere except for city equipment and city business. City equipment and city business. Although I don't want to take no slack over it. We have a contract up there working on that building, we furnish electric to it. But that's strictly city business, we've got a contract with them, and they're working for it. I mean, I don't want somebody to start looking at them, we never got a contractor up there putting up big plywood, and when he just plugs in our electric, he's gonna use it, because that is something that we authorize and got to do for the city. Everybody understand that? Okay, and I'd like to have a motion to adopt that, continue with that policy.
This policy isn't written.
It is now, I just explained it's going to be written, and we're going to, I think it is in there, but this is a policy we're going to continue, and this is the policy. And that is what the motion should read.
I will type it out for.
They just heard me explain it.
It should be an ordinance.
It don't have to be an ordinance, it's a policy. A policy is not an ordinance. The city has all kind of policies, work policies, all different policies. That's the difference with you. You can have a policy without an ordinance. And this is a policy. I don't think you have to pass a policy for an ordinance for everything you do in a city. But you do have to have policies where you can be consistent.
Written policy though.
I'm not even 100, as long as it's in the minutes, I'm not even sure it has to be written. But we're going to put this in writing. This is exactly what I said. Then we got a tape recorder here to back us up on what I said. So I would like to have a motion that we continue the policy as it was and as I explained.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the mayor's policy on electric use in City Hall.
Second.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Now I'll be able to go on and go to sleep.
No, we got to open the bids.
I ain't talking about that, I'm talking about,
Oh.
I'm about to have a heart attack.
There's a lot of details. Okay, the first one I have is from, Crouch Farming and Hiring, from Farmington, Missouri. Okay, our proposed fee for the audit for 1 year ending September the 30th, just for 1 year, $7,500. If we want to take the 3-year bid, it is $6,500 for the first year, $6,800 for the second year, and $7,000 for the third year. Okay.
So the first year is 7,500, the second year is 65, and the third year is 7,000.
Well, if 1 year is 75, if it goes 3 years, 55, 58, and 70.
Okay.
And now we have a bid from auditors in Cape Girardeau. This is Busnek, Haverhill, and Strower. Okay. There's their proposal here. Okay. The first year, $5,500. The second year, $5,500. The third year, $5,500. If they have to do a single audit, which we were talking about earlier, Frank, if they have to do an audit for
Federal.
the federal audit for the sewer system, $82,000. $8,200 each year. And they didn't give us
That
one,
goes up 82 if they do a thing, and
82 is for all of it, if they have to do a single to, yeah, that one is cheaper.
oh yeah, that's it.
Okay. And I understand that this firm just does nothing but audit.
That's all they are, is the audit firm.
Yeah. So it's 80,
No, it's 55, 55,
55.
55, 55, if it's just a regular ordinance. I mean, audit.
but I'm
If
talking
they
about,
have to do a thing on any one or all three of them, years, it'd be 8,200.
right, 8,200, that's right.
If they have to do a thing on it.
Right, well, I'm pretty sure
But
we're
if
gonna
they only
have.
had, I don't know, we may not fall into it.
If we
It looks like
have
we're
less than 5,000,
500.
500,000.
It looks like we might not have to have a thing off this year.
Morning right Robin, who we have now. I can find it. Sorry. There it is. Okay. The audit fee for 2012 is $15,500, 2013, $16,500, 2014, $18,500. And if they have to have a single audit, it's much higher. I don't think I need to read them all.
No, I think it's pretty clear on that one.
Yes.
Just
It looks like the one out of Cape Girardeau is the cheapest and the most reasonable, I believe.
500.
No, yeah, and that down to
Yeah, Cape Girardeau, yes.
55 and 82.
Okay, do
And
they
that's
give,
deep into Hay Road and Road.
Yes.
yeah, do they give a line item, what they,
We
charge?
sent them,
So that we don't have no unsuspected charges?
I told them in the proposal.
we sent them what we have, everything we have, and what we do. And we've learned from this audit that we've had, what they want to know, and she gave them all that information.
Okay.
Here is,
No, I-
they have in here, their auditing, it said they will anticipate delivering reports at the end, by the end of December each year. And deliver them, deliver the report by January meeting, so that we can make our.
When are we gonna get the audit from?
Very good question.
They're working on it now. She called, I called her over 2 months ago, I don't know where it was at. And, well, I said they were working on it, and I know Donna Martin's asking also. They're putting it together now. I hope we have it by this September.
And you see how ridiculous they are on the price. That's what they've been doing it all the time.
Yeah, and this firm that does just audit, when I sent out the proposals, I put in there a deadline. If they don't meet the deadline, then we don't want to review, and they will follow. So,
Are you asking that we accept these bids?
I would recommend that we take the firm from Cape Girardeau.
well, let me tell you this though, the firm from Cape Girardeau, they do the city of St. Genevieve and the city of Jackson. And they also do the Northeast Public Service District of Jefferson County. That's just a few of the people that they do, they have it listed.
And that makes it better when they're coming through here all the time anyhow. If they need something, they can do it.
Well, then I would like to make a motion for bid number 2.
I don't know about bid, but you're talking about. You know,
That's
now
the
they
Cape
ain't
Girardeau-
better than
that's
that.
the Cape Girardeau firm.
The firm Cape Girardeau firm, okay.
That's right.
Motion is second.
No, I'm sorry, I was thinking, motion, coming out of shop. Motion, made and second to accept the firm out of, Cape Girardeau. I think I'll go roll call on this.
Okay, Alderman Crossen, Alderman Franklin,
Aye.
Alderman Guerrero,
Aye.
Alderman Boyd.
Aye.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna vote now, they wouldn't let me when I went to, I'm not ready to. Because I ain't got no option if they make a motion.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I know